Welcome, Duelist. Potato here. So excited. I'm gonna receive a message of the YugiTuber tier list, and once getting that YugiTuber tier list, I will know what tier am I in. But I have to talk about the Duel Links tier list in order for me to receive that thing. So I guess I don't have another choice. So let's go right into it. We're gonna go in reverse order. This way we will check on the things and basically go ahead and review them. So tier 3 is Water Xyz. Water Xyz right now, since the other broken decks are completely nerfed. Water Xyz is a good option because you put the Diva, you put another water monster, and then you can special summon another one if you have the fishes. So the concentrating core here is the skill Territory of the Sharks. Now this skill automatically lets you get the you can only special summon water monsters, and it's gonna be a level 4. So when it goes to level 4, usually the combo is Diva, Infantry, and making it into a Dweller. And if they have cards to put in the spell and trap zone, you place them. Next turn, when your opponent goes on doing their combo, you can basically just finish them. If they put a face-up card, you can just Dweller. Infantry activates from the graveyard and pops the card. In my opinion, it's really good. Arc 5 just came out, so we can't say for sure that this is the correct tier 3. We need to wait until the other pendulum decks are found, and DDD is coming up. So for so far in tournaments, Water Xyz, it's okay.
Let our powers combine. Earth, fire, wind, water,
fucking thunder.
This deck is still alive, even though I knew they were nerfing just the Lupine wasn't a great deal. So yeah, Thunder Dragons. What can I say about them? Basically nothing, because Thunder Dragons are tier 3. It's not that broken with Aloof. Eventually Aloof won't be used anymore. The dragons are still set. They will probably rank up in the Casey Cup for the top 100. And also we need to check on the new cards that appeared, like Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon is one of them. You can, since Thunder Dragons rely on special summon, and rarely, occasionally, if Aloof Lupine is not on the field and there's no normal summon, they can tribute summon one of the Thunder Dragons and automatically get an activation, and also get the Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon, which when tribute summon, you can destroy a face-up card on the field, and it also does burn damage. So it's a pretty okay card. It could sometimes brick you, but at the moment, that card is really good. So I cannot say more about Thunder Dragons. I already talked about it for like a half an hour, so I'm not gonna ask about this again. This deck is insane. I never knew that Lunalights will actually win a tournament. Well, can't really say that. So yeah, Lunalights. Even though when Taiki first arrived in Duel Links, they had to nerf Lunalights, putting the Bird and Martin to 3 in order for it to not be abusive with Tenki. Since Tenki allows to grab a Beast Warrior from the deck to the hand, and technically if it's turn 2 and you have Tenki and one of the 2 Lunas I just mentioned, you can basically go, and if there's some attack monster, you can basically use Crimson Fox effect to put the attack to 0, go in if able, and you automatically win the match. So, and also this deck relies heavily on hand traps. So hand traps is the best protection available in order for them to witness and win most of the duels. But if they have a bad hand and they brick, the chances of winning are slim to none unless they have something to protect themselves. But let's see how it goes. It's like I meant, it's still early on, and I still have to talk about this because I want to know what the tier list is for me, the YugiTuber. This always happens. Every time there's a ban list and they hit, or there's a new world and they hit the heavy meta decks, there's always Blue Eyes that comes to rise up. Blue Eyes is gonna be a deck that Konami will always look for. There's a lot of support even in the TCG, and also Blue Eyes here is something that you need to understand, that this is one of the most popular decks used in the game. Even though they suck at tournaments, they're good for ranking up to COG, which I haven't COG'd yet. Just talking about it makes me sad. But yeah, Blue Eyes. So there's not much to say about that. Their basic combo is just summon the egg, activate Sage of Blue Eyes from the hand, summon 2 dragons, one by the effect of the Sage, and at the end phase the egg summons another one. If it's turn 2 and you cannot lethal them, usually Spirit of White allows them. And if it's the 3rd turn, they activate Ultimate Dragons, which allows to get a polymerization by revealing 2 Blue Eyes. You activate them and simply go ahead and burst everything. Just Blue Eyes players, please don't use Deep Ice White Dragon. I beg of you, don't use Deep Ice White Dragon. It sucks because you never know, and even though it's a bricky card, when it works, it's bang. But yeah, Blue Eyes players, tier 3. As I said some things before with Blue Eyes. Rejoice until pendulums get broken. Will they get broken? I'm not pretty sure. So we need to find the best thing possible to actually win this. Win Blue Eyes, because they were a pain at a time. It was a real pain. So Gaia is tier 2, and the tier 2 deck is basically the same deck, just the skill change is that you just return a monster. So if it's the only monster you have on the hand and you don't have the Galloping Gaia in hand, Basically you won't be able to make the summon. That's the only condition. So right now what Gaia players are doing is that they're trying to get as they don't use hand traps, but they try to use things that will automatically save them, like treacherous trap hole, or the forbidden spell cards. And there's not much to say actually. I think it's a good deck, but it's actually cheese that either, as you want to check a duelist, it could be a rotten cheese or it could be the good cheese. Whichever cheese that you prefer, that's how the deck is gonna work for you. And also when you fight in the ladder to get to cog rank up, it's all the same. They activate the skill, put the field spell, summon the Gaia, summon the Curse of Dragonfire, do the fusion, pop if able, and since the field spell, if they don't disrupt this field spell, you're basically kind of doomed unless you protect yourself and you stall enough until you get the good cards and win. I don't know. But hopefully Gaia gets nerfed after the KC Cup. Will it? I don't know. But on to tier 1. And let me tell you, I can't believe this deck is tier 1. Harpies is tier 1. Why is it tier 1? If you thought Gaia had the cheese, this deck only has one card. Swallow's Nest. Swallow's Nest is technically the card that needed to be nerfed in the ban list, as well as the card that I mentioned before that on the, well, let's see, I did it once. I said what I said. There you go. That's how to kill Harpy, ladies. Hope they do it, because they need, like I said, Arc 5 is coming up, so we need to focus on that. And there you go. There's nothing else to say. I can't believe that Harpies is actually tier 1. And what happened to Resonators? Resonators was actually kind of a deck, and now it's not a deck. They can't even use it anymore. I think Resonators are hiding, because Resonators got a good card, which is the Hot Red Archfiend, that when attacking, it destroys all face-up attack monsters. I believe it doesn't target, but let me know if you agree. But yeah, so let's see what happens. And by the way, somebody's coming right now. Oh. Why is it a piece of paper? Well, I got my Yugi Tuber tier list now. It's a piece of paper. And it's just a written pen with the letter P. It's just the letter P. Why is it the letter P? Well, at least I'm in the tier list, and I'm not in the Z category, at least.